Hey teacher, today we are taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Waves theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 30-minute time frame, and someone asked on the YouTube comments if I could create a more bullish count than the current ones that I'm showing you, which are basically all expecting a bit more lower prices. Even on 30 minutes, I really can't get anything here to be going. This is the lowest low here at around 18k. Since then, this structure, whatever it was a three-way structure. And if we are starting the count from here, this is a five-way structure that hasn't had a leg down with, unless we want to say that is part of it. And this, or this being that structure, does not really look too good. I don't think this came down to the 90%. Maybe it did. Let's take a look. Okay, it did. So it qualifies itself as a flat, but again, doesn't really have a good look. So I can't really say that we have this as a structure like this and a structure like this, because again, on diagonals, we would be expecting zigzags here as well. And this definitely does not really look like a zigzag in my opinion, so that's why I don't really have bullish counts at the moment. If we are looking at all the options that we have here on the shorter time frame, we were looking at this possibility today, in which we would have this as 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 into third, fourth and fifth into possible A, 3 waves into B, and then 1 2 3 4 5 expanding ending diagonal into that wave C. Does not really look good either. I feel like it's just one of the options that we have, and this would be again a three-way structure coming down, basically a connector of something. The other option is that instead of 3, we would have it as a 5, and we would have this as 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5 and 3 4, and that same diagonal here into that fifth. Now we have not invalidated this yet, but again we came so close to these highs that it is definitely not really likely that this is going to be the case, that this is a wave one of something. Of course, if we are zooming out, we could be saying that we have this as that three-way structure, and then we had this as a 1 2 and another 1 2 to create this partner leg downwards, where we would have this basically as that diagonal wave 1 2 and then another 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5 to create this structure like this. Okay, so that is of course a possibility, but this definitely does not really look good in that sense. So that's why I'll just keep it out here, but it is not really good looking. Now we had the idea here that we had a three-way structure into W, and then we would be probably looking for three-way structures from here. ABC, this looks the best in any case, this as an ABC. Three-way pullback here. This is the very ugly structure in here, I have to say. It has the highest RSI. I feel like we have to be including that, something like that. There is just not very good structures here at all, so I feel like this is what we have to deal with. And then we would have this as an WXY here as well, because of this last leg is more like a three-way structure. Well, all of these are basically three-way structures, so fits the WXY there pretty well. So overall, W, X and Y coming down to these lows, and then again A, and then this is again one of those structures that don't make too much sense. This would be W, X and Y, with this three-way structure at the end. Again, does not really fit too well in here at all. So yeah, I was definitely not trading this. It just doesn't feel good, or doesn't look good, right? Okay, and then a C wave. Overall, fine, that looks pretty okay. ABC into W, three-way structure, does not really retrace too much. Does not even get to the 38.2. You see my point why I'm trying to stay out of this market. It just doesn't give me anything that I want to be trading with. Then A, B and C, this is some kind of running flat here, and then C wave could be again 1 2 3 4 5. I guess it can be 5 waves in here. it's just not that good looking. And now we're just consolidating. It is possible that we have had this as a contracting diagonal downwards, like this, where we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But again, invalidation would be up here. This definitely feels like a three-way move, but again, not the best measurements here. We don't get to the one-to-one extension here, at which I would have been more interested in this. But again, we took downwards more before going higher. So, but then again, this is more like a three-way structure. So it is possible that this structure is still building itself, doing something like that. And then we would be looking for some kind of, at least a partner leg for this one here. So maybe that is a possible play. Let's see actually if we have some kind of yeah, we already got to the golden pocket though, so it is not that good. The setups are just not that good. But yeah, those are the structures I'm trying to play with in here, but overall I'm still looking for downwards. If this is indeed a W, X and Y, then I feel like it has the good chance of having this as the partner leg, where we would have this as a three wave, and this would be the three wave, and as a connector, which would connect this first structure to the next one. And yeah, we can be going and doing this for so long, as we have already done. But at the moment, this does not really provide me too many trading opportunities. This did. So yeah, I guess I'll just have to be keeping waiting of those better setups to come. Now, of course, there are other scenarios and ways to label this. We could be labeling this as an ABC, 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 and then this as a larger ABC. So this would be first structure, second structure, third, then connector here, and then first, second, and third. So overall, we would be looking at something like this. Let me make sure I've got those pivoted pretty okay. Not really. So there, just to take out these current highs, and then we could be looking at this structure instead of the other WXY I've got already. But again, the issue with these three-way structures are that a lot of them are valid, and these can be just stacking up and climbing higher, and there are so many different possibilities in these. If we are not seeing clear five-way structures like these ones, we can't really separate these moves confidently, in my opinion at least. So yeah, it has definitely its issues. I'm still looking into this as a wave one of that diagonal that we've been talking about, and then whatever this is going to be, most likely I feel like it has to be some kind of WXY, and that would not really fit into the idea of that diagonal. Why? Because generally diagonals should have a zigzag patterns within the wave twos as well. So this here does not really fit in. So I'm not quite sure what kind of structure we are coming off of, but this again, I feel like needs a partner to the downside, whether this whole structure is going to be a W, and then however we are going to play this out, and another three-way structure to create that larger WXY, to link it up at least with something, a structure that does this. But yeah, unfortunately it is not really clear at this moment. I do feel like as we have already climbed this far, I would be very surprised if we are not taking out the liquidity that we have up in here, that we've been gathering from these highs, basically from here all the way down here, and then even this move, there are probably stop losses either on top of this one or on top of this one. So there should be plenty of liquidity down here to bring the price down again afterwards. So that's what I'm looking for on a higher time frame. But if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Links to my free Discord server in the description below, and thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.